The Renaissance Poets, An Introduction, Volume 2. For our Renaissance poets, we start with the coming to the throne of Henry VIII in 1519. From then until its end, with the crumbling of the English Republic under Cromwell in 1659, these poets capture a time when the world as they knew it underwent tumultuous change. Within their ranks were Spenser, Donne, Milton, Shakespeare, Sidney, Jonson, Marvell, Drayton. It is a list rich and sumptuous, long and gloried. In these volumes we bring all these poets and others together to illustrate this poetical canon.
Sonnet of Black Beauty by Lord Edward Herbert of Cherbury. Black beauty, which above that common light, whose power can no colours here renew, but those which darkness can again subdue, does still remain unvaried to the sight, and like an object equal to the view, art neither changed with day, nor hid with night, when all these colours which the world call bright, and which old poetry doth so pursue, are with the night so perished and gone, that of their being there remains no mark. Thou still abidest so entirely one, that we may know thy blackness is a spark of light inaccessible, and alone our darkness which can make us think it dark.
The Storm by John Donne. Thou which art I, 'tis nothing to be so. Thou which art still thyself, by these shalt know part of our passage, and a hand or eye by Hilliard drawn is worth a history by a worse painter made. And without pride, when by thy judgment they are dignified, my lines are such. 'Tis the preeminence of friendship, only to impute excellence, England, to whom we owe what we be and have, said that her sons did seek a foreign grave. For fate's or fortune's drifts none can sooth say. Honour and misery have one face and way. From out her pregnant entrails sighed a wind, which at their middle marble room did find such strong resistance, that itself it threw downward again. And so when it did view how in the port our fleet dear time did lease, withering like prisoners which lie but for fees, mildly it kissed our sails, and fresh and sweet, as to a stomach served, whose insides meat comes, it came, and swole our sails, when we so joyed as Sarah her swelling joyed to see, but so kind as our countrymen, which brings friends one day's way and leaves them then like two mighty kings, which dwelling far asunder meet against a third to war. The south and west winds joined, and as they blew, waves like a rolling trench before them threw. Sooner than you read this line, did the gale like shot not feared till felt, our sails assail, and what at first was called a gust, the same hath now a storm's and anon a tempest's name. Jonas, I pity thee, and curse those men who, when the storm raged most, did wake thee then. Sleep is pain's easiest salve, and doth fulfil all offices of death, except to kill. But when I waked, I saw that I saw not. I and the sun, which would teach me, had forgot east, west, day, night, and I could onely say, if the world had lasted, now it had been day. Thousands our noises were, yet amongst all could none by his right name but thunder call. Lightning was our light, and it rained more than if the sun had drunk the sea before. Some coffined in their cabins lie, equally grieved that they are not dead and yet must die. And as sin-burned souls from grave will creep, at the last day some forth their cabins peep, and tremblingly asked what news and doth hear so,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?